What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Guitar Talk with me, Dan, and today, G. Roll that intro! What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Guitar Talk. So I am doing a bit of a follow-up video today because I've had one of these now. I did a review a few weeks ago, and I've had one for a while now because I really liked it in the review. And I've taken it out and gigged it and kind of had one on stage, had one around the house. So I thought, why not do a little bit of a long-term follow-up? And G here is the the guitar tech here at Guitar Talk Guitar Gear Giveaway, and is also my bandmate. So he has been around while I've been playing this on stage. So I thought, what better person to rope into a video with me than G?
Sounds good to me.
So G, what did you first think when you saw me rock up with one of these to a gig?
I was amused because this has never ever been your style of guitar. You know, you're always about the flame tops and beautiful Paul Reed Smiths, you know.
Yeah.
And this is the sort of thing I absolutely adore. And you've always given me a ribbon for it in the past.
Yeah, you've got a nice Supro at home, haven't you?
Yeah. That's right, got
and
Supro.
I've always been like, bring your Paul Reed Smith to a gig, G. Don't bring the...
I've got an original 60s Airline as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's been interesting having this, when I got one, I put it on my wall at home. I've got 3 guitar hangers on the wall in the living room. They've normally, as G said, they've got like PRSs on them and stuff. And I popped this on the wall in my living room and waited for my long-suffering partner, say long-suffering because of the amount of guitars that come and go, to come home.
She's given up by now, Dan.
And yeah, she walked in and she was like, what the hell is that on my living room wall? And it's been interesting taking it to gigs. A couple of mates saw me playing it and they were like, what the hell are you playing? And then on the other side of it, I've never had so many people come up to me at gigs and say, that guitar is awesome, what the hell is it? It sounds awesome. And just ask me about the guitar and what it is and where they can get one and how much they are and everything. So hence I thought I'll do a follow-up review because I don't do this for the views, but because it's been getting that much attention at gigs, I thought, hey, I will let you guys know how it's going now that I've got one. And so yeah, this, as the one I reviewed, has been set, like I've not done anything to this out of the box, and it plays great. It feels great. All the fretwork's been done nice and tidily. It just feels awesome. I've got it plugged in to my Fractal behind me, Fractal FM9. It's just had a new firmware update, so I'm not overly up together with the new presets and everything that are on there at the moment, so I've just gone straight in with a Plexi preset just to add a bit of playing to the video. And
Sounds great, doesn't it?
yeah, I didn't expect it to sound that good. I mean, obviously I reviewed it, so I knew how it was going to sound, but for me the test is how does it sound when you put it in a band mix, and I didn't think it was going to sound that great in a band mix, and it's completely floored me just how good it's been.
Yeah.
It's the first time you've actually...
I've had a look at it sort of like briefly, and I was, yeah, like you said, the build on it's really, really clean. Again, decent quality rosewood board, nice fretting, the binding's been done well. It's chambered mahogany body on this one, so a little different from the original 60s, which were like a, it's almost like a fiberglass, plexiglass style.
Yes, because as I mentioned in the original review I did, the first one of these I got, the bridge pickup didn't work, and I hadn't cottoned on to like the fact there's no back plate or anything on it, and I was like, oh, it's probably like through the scratch plate, and you take the scratch plate off and it's solid here, and it's all hollow, and you've got to go in through like the pickup cavities or the switch cavities and stuff. So Hence I reached out to them and said, am I missing something with why the bridge pickup doesn't work? And as I mentioned in the video, they were great. They sorted me out with another one, no issues. They were a top company to deal with.
Yeah. Resoglass, that's what it is originally.
Yes.
Yep, that's a what.
So this is a semi-hollow,
chambered.
It goes all the way through when you look down in the holes. It's a mahogany body, whereas the originals were Resoglass, which had a habit of cracking and warping and going all over the place. So
that's it.
This is nice and stable.
Yeah. I was going to say, it's a nice neck profile.
Yeah.
Call that medium C? Something like that.
A little bit of a cross between a C and a U, I think. It feels very familiar to, I think these are made in the Court factory, judging by the serial number and the way it's presented on the back of the headstock. It looks like exactly what you would expect out of that factory.
Yeah,
and
I reckon.
It's very reminiscent of some of the Sterling Music Man stuff. It's not thin like the Ibanez's and stuff, but it's reminiscent of a lot of guitars that you get coming out of the Court factory.
Yeah, feels like it.
Yeah.
But that's no bad thing, because it's like you said, it's a clean build.
They know what they're doing.
Yeah,
They've been doing it for long enough. They make enough guitars.
That's it, but surprisingly loud acoustically.
Yeah.
Nice resonance, nice sustained acoustic. That's always a good starting point.
So I've been using this on stage for, I've been opening the set with it for a couple of guitars that we open with that are just kind of like a bit dirty and a bit riffy. And then the last song in the set, which G's playing all kinds of like mad slide on and stuff, I'm bashing out big chords and everything, and I take this guitar for that song. Quite often end up in the crowd with this guitar as well, jumping around, and it's been perfect for that. It tonally stands up to, as I've mentioned in videos before, I mostly play American Paul Reed Smiths. I think they're some of the best guitars in the world. A lot of them have got bare knuckle pickups in, and tonally, this thing, it's a different tone, but absolutely stacks up in terms of quality to what I'm playing.
It sits well in the mix, and it certainly doesn't stand out as a more affordable in comparison instrument.
Yeah, I mean, I guess affordable these days, it's a difficult thing, isn't it? So these retail for this particular model around £1,000 in the UK. And when you look at like budget guitars and what's affordable, I think like we were talking just now that Epiphone Gibson have just released a new line of Epiphone inspired by Gibson products, which have got Gibson pickups in and the CTS pots and stuff, but they are like £1,200 in the UK. And what's classed as an affordable guitar these days is something very different to what was classed as an affordable guitar 6 years ago.
And back when we were kids, you know, it's like a Yamaha Pacifica or something like that was like the game changer. And you had your Epiphones, which coming in at like 500 quid or something. So times have changed in a big way.
Yep.
But I've got to say, for the quality of this, you know, if you know, I'd be happy to pay £1,000 for this.
Yeah.
You know, it's.
Sounds huge.
Yeah, it's cool. Very cool.
Yeah, so it covers a surprisingly wide range as well. It's straight up humbucker, there's no single coils and stuff, but it's nice that you've got the extra control down here, similar to, I don't know why guitar companies do this, I don't know if I use it in the right way, but you've got a volume and tone for each pickup, and then you've got a master volume that controls the entire guitar, similar to what Gretsch guitars do. I always use this to set the overall characteristic of the guitar. So if I want it fully open, so you get those big it's there. But if you want something like a little bit more dialed back, it covers a wide range just on the, that's obviously a very cranked sounding plexi. It's a big range of tones it does, which definitely, again, surprised me with just the vintage voice humbuckers, all the controls on there. Like, I thought it would be versatile, but I didn't know you'd be able to get it that clean and that distorted all in one go with just a couple of twists of a knob. Very, very pleasantly surprised by this, especially on a long-term test. I liked it, but I didn't expect to like it as much as I do.
It's a cracker.
Yeah.
It really is.
So yeah, Airline guitars, check them out. I'm certainly interested in trying more of them. Other than that, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.